A couple of days ago, I saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes in theaters, and this is my spoiler for your review of the movie. And I thought that this was a great start to a new trilogy, and it continued the franchise's streak of being very consistent in quality across all the modern films. I love the story that it went with about what happens when a legacy like Caesar's gets manipulated and used for someone else's gain. And it relieved my concerns pretty early on about me not connecting with the new apes like I did with Caesar and his crew. The performances were pretty good all around, with the standouts being Owen Teague as Noah and Kevin Durand as Proximus Caesar. The visuals were just as good as they were in War, and I like the way that Wes Ball used them to introduce us back into this world 300 years later. And speaking of Wes Ball, his direction in this movie surprised me with how good it was, because I did not have a lot of faith in him going into it. And while I did miss Matt Reeves' direction from Dawn and War, I still think that Wes Ball has a ton of potential to make another great Apes trilogy just like Rupert Wyatt and Matt Reeves did, especially with how this movie ended and what it means for the next two films. And the 3 films after that, because they are planning on making this a 9-film saga now. My only big negative with Kingdom is that the runtime felt longer than it was, and that's mostly